Randi, you're sitting in an antique phrenology machine invented in the early 1900s that was based on the discoveries of a Viennese physician in 1798, Dr. Gall, who believed that he could detect a person's personality by the bumps on the head. And so I've just read your head to see what kind of a bloke you are here. Well, it says you're a rather unique fella. You won't take advice from anybody.
Well,
You rather generous at times.
Oh, that's true.
You're not very suave. You got to make a greater effort at being cool if you can.
Sorry.
You don't keep secrets well either, it says here. But your faith is way too high. You got to be careful you're not swept off your feet by some evangelist.
Well, faith I may have to a certain extent, but, Bob, in this machine, zero faith, I believe. What else have you got to show us here?
Well, I have a few other things that have been seized by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration over the years, and some things from the Bakken Library that I'll demonstrate to you. This is one of my favorites. This was invented by a woman in Southern California named Ruth Browne, who fashioned herself as a chiropractor, but she wasn't. She would take blood samples like this, insert them in this device here, which the meter would read the vibrations that were coming off that blood so she could detect what your illness was. Now, if she wanted to cure you and send out healing rays, she made this therapeutic radio transmitter. So all she had to do was to turn on this radio, set the dial for the vibration rate of your blood problems, and send out healing rays no matter where you were in the world. Tyrone Power and his wife, surprisingly, were in an automobile accident in northern Italy, and she had samples of their blood, which she sent out through this transmitter, and they both got better.
Well, I can't ask for any more proof than that. That clinches it.
And she did send them a bill when they got back in this country.
I would hope so, yes.
Now, this is something from the 1860s from the Bakken Library. This is an electric belt, and you would wear this around your waist, and your body would act as sweat and generate negative electricity to restore manhood. I will leave it to your imagination as to how this device
I'll leave it to your imagination, Bob.
This is another rather odd device. It looks to you just like some PVC pipe. But in my opinion, while it has 6 opaque lenses, it's more than that. And what it does, it would be used to scan your back, your spine, to see if you had vibrations coming off detecting illness, or we could scan some of your limbs to see if there is a problem. There's something wrong in your elbow. My fingers are sticking from vibrations coming from it.
That's absolutely true. I do have a pain in my left elbow. My left elbow always starts to hurt me when I hear absolute nonsense.
Well,
so it must work.
There were about 2,000 of these toughness radiation detectors sold, and they got $2,400 a piece. They were just buried in a landfill in Minneapolis about 3 months ago.
Show me where. That's pretty expensive stuff.
You'd go dig them up. Now, this is a Spectro-Chrome from the 1930s. This device was made by Dinshaw Gaudiali. He sold 9,000 of them. He got $90 a piece for them. And it works somewhat like these other devices through vibrations and rays. You sit in front of it in the nude facing north, and we have different colored lights that determine what is used to cure you, but you have to be sitting in the nude facing north.
Well, I'll face north, but not in the nude. I'd like to see you sitting facing north in the nude. Bob, that's really remarkable. Ladies and gentlemen, the real McCoy, Bob McCoy.
While challenger Valerie Swan is testing her powers of ESP, concentrate on this card. You can test your powers of ESP by taking part in the National ESP Test. Try to picture the shape on the other side of the card and call the number opposite the shape you see. Callers will be charged $2 per call. Coming up, New Age magicians Penn and Teller, the $100,000 Aura Challenge, and psychic Sylvia Brown, all on Exploring Psychic Powers live.
Our exploration takes us now into the mysterious world of auras and aura readers. Now, most of us cannot see them, but to those who claim they can, an aura is a cloud of light suffused with various colors which surrounds a person. Aura readers claim they can tell certain things about a person by reading the colors and the intensity of that person's aura. Aura reading has been around for centuries and is the subject of our next $100,000 psychic challenge. Dr. Krippner, what's the protocol for the aura reading challenge?
Well, the aura is said to surround a person and extend above the head. If a person just under 6 feet tall stands behind a screen that's 6 feet high, their aura should still be visible, extending above the screen.
So the aura reader should be able to tell us which panel has a person behind it just by seeing that person's aura above the panel.
That's correct.
All right, this should be fascinating. Now let's meet the challenger. Aura challenger Barbara Martin of Los Angeles is a teacher, counselor, lecturer, author, and self-described aura analyst. She was a technical advisor on the motion picture Dreamscape. She claims to be able to see auras around people, plants, and animals. All right, we're ready to test Barbara Martin's ability to read auras. Now, as you can see, there are 10 numbered screens on stage, and according to the test protocol, Barbara chose several people from a group of volunteers whom she agreed had visible auras that extend at least a foot over their heads. Now, Barbara, there you see the group of volunteers. Are these the volunteers whose auras you said you could see?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, thank you very much, volunteers. Now, at Barbara's request, orange-red lights are being used to cleanse any auras that might have been left by the volunteers and might interfere. Now, Barbara, have we met all of the provisions of the test protocol?
Yes, you have.
Okay. Then may we have the lights down, please? Now, Barbara, you understand that to win the $100,000, you must be right in every case. And if you succeed the first time, the test will be repeated, so to eliminate any possibility of chance. Otherwise, the challenge is over.
Yeah, it's quite a challenge, but I understand.
Okay, I'm pulling for you, too. The subjects are now taking their place on stage behind the screens. Barbara doesn't know how many subjects there will be or where they have been assigned. All right? All right, the subjects are now in place. May we have the lights up, please? All right. Barbara, will you please tell us which panels have people behind them?
Starting with the 1.
Number 1.
Yes. The 2. The 3. The 4 is weak, but I believe it's there.
So you think there's a person behind 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4, all right?
5 and 6.
5 and 6.
7.
7.
I think you have people behind all of them. 8, 9, and 10 seem to be there.
So you believe there are people behind each one of the screens. All right. Will the subjects behind the screens please raise their hands now? 1, 2, 3, 4. Not quite, Barbara. I'm sorry. The test is over, but thank you so very, very much for trying. And thanks for helping us explore psychic powers tonight. Nothing? What's going on?
While ESP challenger Valerie Swan continues to test her powers of ESP in hopes of winning $100,000, concentrate on this card. You can test your powers of ESP by taking part in the National ESP Test. Try to picture the shape on the other side of the card and call the number opposite the shape you see. Callers will be charged $2 per call.
Psychic readings are extremely subjective things. Now, some say they're entertainment, some say they're a scam, and some believe that they work. Although psychic readings are difficult to test, no program about psychic powers will be complete without a demonstration of what psychics do. Now, the woman you're about to meet is well known for her dynamic, down-to-earth style. She's a consummate professional. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Sylvia Brown.
What I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to go through this audience and I'm going to do readings. And the only thing that I want you to do is to validate or invalidate anything that I say, because a lot of times things can be in the future. This lady over here, you've never met me before, have you? There is a young male in your life that has very, very puppy dog eyes. Do you know what I mean? The eyes droop down at the corners. He is going to come back into your life and then leave your life and come back into your life. This looks like a direct connection to you. He's kind of slender. He's athletic looking. He has sort of large bones. And this is going to cause you a great deal of problems. Do you understand what this is about? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, I do.
In what part?
The person coming back and forth and cause problems.
Who is that to you?
I think it's somebody I know. I've met recently.
That keeps coming back and forth. All right, there's somebody here too. This lady right next to you. I'll get over to you in just a minute. The name Bill keeps coming through so strong from you. Do you know anyone at this point by the name of Bill?
No, I don't.
There is a heavy-set, full-face man with jowls, very, very blue eyes, that really has something to do with real estate or property that's going to help you. This is aside from the Bill, because this William is also another person. And this has to do with a two-layered property. In other words, an upstairs and a downstairs.
No.
Not at this point. Okay. Because this person is going to be very significant to you by the name of William. All right? Because a lot of times these things can be in the future. Let's go up. Let's go to you. There is a 2.5 year period in which it looks like you are going to be, I don't want to say without a job, but there's a flat period in which you're not doing what you want to do. And that's going to cause you a lot of dissension. And this 2.5 year period, then you're going to get into a lot of marketing and sales work. And this marketing and sales work has to do with 3 other men that you're going to be training.
I understand you're not so good. I am a German.
I don't care whether you're German, you still work or not work, don't you? I mean, we do that in France or in Germany or wherever, don't we?
I must much think when you speak English, and I understand all words.
Okay, 2 years of no working that you like. Okay. That's my German. Okay. And then you're going to be traveling and doing some telemarketing work, marketing sales.
Yes.
Yes. Is that yes for me or yes for you?
Yes, for me.
Yes. Okay. Let's see, who else? Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. She's sitting here saying, please don't let her call on me. All right, who is Kathy?
I don't know.
This girl is by the name of Kathy, has dark curly hair, and she is a friend that looks like she's going to be in school with you. She has very, very beautiful blue eyes, and she does a lot of paperwork with you, which looks like school, because not everybody young is in school usually. This person is by the name of Kathy. Also looks like you're going to get into some kind of therapy work.
I don't know. That doesn't sound familiar.
Do you know what you're going to do?
Yes.
Okay, but it doesn't have anything to do with therapy. But it looks like you're going to be dealing with people that has to do with therapy. In other words, advising people, helping people, talking to people. Okay? All right. Let's see, who else? It looks like you're going to get into show business.
No.
No, well, you don't know that yet. You're not a psychic. But it looks like you're going to do something in show business. It's going to be really wonderful for you. This is a demonstration of what psychic ability can be like. And of course, no one is God, but there is also a power beyond yourself that you feel that really can be very valid. And I feel that I must support the fact that there are such things that can be valid. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sylvia Brown.
Uri Geller says he'll do something spectacular. James Randi thinks he's a conjurer. The sparks fly. Next on Exploring Psychic Powers Live.
Oh, welcome back to Exploring Psychic Powers Live. When it comes to investigating psychic phenomena and paranormal powers, things aren't always what they seem. With all the claims that supernatural powers are real and all the counterclaims that they're fake, it's often difficult to tell up from down. One man who has always been a master at confounding our senses is the very controversial Uri Geller. Geller first gained worldwide notoriety in the early 70s with spoon bending and other acts of telepathy and psychokinesis. And Geller's credibility was attacked, most notably in books written by James Randi in 1975 and 1982.
Bring her here.
Still, Geller has prospered.
Come on, Nat.
He lives with his family on this large estate along the River Thames outside of London. And these days, in addition to many public appearances, he claims that he devotes his psychic abilities to such highly profitable enterprises as finding gold and oil.
To turn this power or this ability into something useful, that's when I discovered that I could earn vast amounts of money with it. And when I say money, I mean not $1 million or $2 million, but tens of millions. One of the things that I became well known for is moving a needle of a compass with the power of my mind. Now, I must tell you that what you're about to see here is real. It's an energy that I think we all have. And this is what I do, very simple. I clench my fist like this, and I say in my mind, move. Move! Let's try it again. It moved very little. Help me, because I need, in a way, I need your energy. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Go! Move! There! Go! Come on! Come on! Go! 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 Look at it. Now, and this is a real power. Now, skeptics always say, come on, he must have a hidden magnet. So I was accused of having magnets in my buckle belt, hanging on my neck. I'll even take the shirt off so you will see that I have nothing on me, strapped to my knees. They even accuse me of having hollow teeth and having magnets in my teeth. I mean, it's ridiculous. I've been attacked by lots of people, including Randi. And I look at it in both ways. First of all, as long as their attacks are on the professional side of my life, I take them. Many years ago, I thought that will destroy me, I'm finished. But I used it as publicity. I even had to write books explaining my side that, look, hey, some of the things that they're saying about me are false. And this is the truth. We have a packet of seeds here. Believe me, they're sealed. I think I got them either in Germany or in Italy. And we'll open it right in front of the camera. And you can see, there. I'm gonna pour, open your hands. I'm gonna pour some in Natalie's hands. And just show it. I'll pour some on the floor. You can see there are just very simple seeds. And if the producer or whoever wants to check them, you may. Now look what I'm going to do to them. I'm going to pick a few into my hand, like this, and I'm going to try to make them grow. You too, Natalie, put your 2 fingers on the seeds and begin to stroke them very gently and want them to grow. Yes. Try to catch this, because one is coming out. Can you see it? Yes. Fantastic. Keep saying, also in your hand. Look. It's beginning. I'm just going to pick it up. There. You know, every time I do this, I'm amazed over and over again. And you saw it, I saw it. I don't have an explanation to it. Look at it. The day will come, and I don't want to be the guy to do it. The day will come when someone will finally prove that psychic phenomena exist, because it does.
Ladies and gentlemen, live on our stage, Uri Geller. Hi. Welcome, Uri.
Listen, what's happening here?
What's
everyone at the show makes everyone look really bad.
I don't know.
What's happening? Let's be positive about it.
Well, I'm sure you'll be positive about
I will be, and I just want to tell that all the people that failed here, this is very tough because they're under pressure.
I felt that
Very much so. So, cheer up, because magicians can duplicate some of these things with trickery. Does not mean that genuine psychics do it with trickery. Anyone can imitate the Mona Lisa, but that does not make them Leonardo da Vinci. You people remember that.
Got that in mind. Now, before,
right.
just so there's no confusion, I should point out that you are not a challenger trying here
No.
for 100,000.
No.
Okay. Now, what remarkable psychic phenomenon are you going to demonstrate for us tonight?
Okay, first of all, I want you all to know that I'm just basically a very simple person. I believe in God. I think that my ability and your ability comes from our Creator. But down the line, I'm just an ordinary person. And I think I have a very unusual ability. And I think some of you will experience it in your home tonight. Now, the broken watches that you have near you, the clocks, the broken house appliances. Well, don't hold the refrigerator in your hand, but do hold the watch, do hold the clock, wind them quickly up. Although they're broken, wind the watches up and the clocks. Now, even if you're skeptical out there, and also you people here, just for 30 seconds or 1 minute, be positive. Want things to happen. Hold them in your hands, all of you, all across America, Canada, Australia, Italy, wherever this goes. And you people here to help me. Let's say to the watches, to the broken clocks and watches, and the broken house appliances, I will say 1, 2, 3, and you all will shout with me the word work. Even if it looks silly, let's do it. Now, 1, 2, 3, work! Come on, I mean, look, they are your watches after all. You want them to start ticking, so let's go! 1, 2, 3, work! Again, 1, 2, 3, work! Believe. Now, I'm saying this seriously. Believe that your watches and clocks will start, and the broken house appliances. One more time, 1, 2, 3, work! And the last time, concentrate, believe, 1, 2, 3, work! Now, be quiet, very gently, open your hands. If you have a second hand, look at it. Is it moving? If you don't have a second hand, very slowly